Michael Carrick has turned into precisely the kind of force the Premier League never wanted to see resurface at Manchester United. Skeptical? Just watch what's unfolding right now. There was this stretch, 5, maybe 6 weeks, where United kept teasing everyone, stringing together performances that had you thinking, hang on, top 4 could actually happen here. But they always fell short. Not anymore. Suddenly, they're right in the mix, staring down a golden shot at Champions League qualification. And honestly, I reckon they'll grab it. 6 games, no defeats whatsoever. A total overhaul. That's the magic Michael Carrick has sprinkled over this Manchester United side. The momentum is undeniable. With only 11 matches left, you'd have to say United now stand a serious chance of sneaking back into Europe's elite competition, something nobody was daring to whisper all season long. The big question hanging over it all? If Carrick delivers that top 4 spot, does the club have any real choice but to hand him the job permanently? He's already a beloved legend from his playing days. How do you shake hands with a guy who's rescued the season, thank him warmly, then tell him to step aside so someone else can take credit for the revival? It would be incredibly tough. So far, everything's clicking beautifully. Since stepping in during December, Carrick hasn't tasted defeat in the Premier League. 5 victories, a single draw, a healthy +6 in goal difference. They've rattled in 12 goals while keeping 3 clean sheets. This isn't some fluke run built on fortune. It's down to proper organisation, a clear identity, and sharp decision-making. This version of United bears no resemblance to the shaky outfit we saw earlier, and these results haven't come against pushovers. They shut out Manchester City 2-0. They edged Arsenal in a thrilling 3-2 battle. They overcame Fulham 3-2. They dispatched Tottenham 2-0. They battled to a hard-fought 1-1 with West Ham. Then came Benjamin Šeško off the bench to salvage a gritty point against Everton, extending the unbeaten streak to 10 games across all competitions and thrusting Carrick's men back into 4th spot. Just a few months back, this group was being written off as perhaps the weakest in the club's modern era. Even Ruben Amorim himself admitted they might have sunk to historic lows. Yet now, a top 3 finish isn't out of the question. They're sitting 4th, 3 points clear of Chelsea and Liverpool. Defensively rock solid again, attack looking lively once more. The whole setup feels sharper, confidence is surging, and the mindset has flipped completely. Michael Carrick's United are playing far better football than most expected. And if this is merely the opening chapter, the rest of the Premier League could be in for a rude awakening. Carrick's arrival injected a breath of fresh optimism into Old Trafford. The days of that stiff, uncomfortable 3-4-3 formation and the heavy cloud hanging over the squad under Amorim vanished. The pressure has lifted. The uncertainty has disappeared. He stripped things back to fundamentals, reinstated the timeless 4-2-3-1, repositioned players in roles that suit them naturally, and balance returned almost overnight. Bruno Fernandes is thriving again in his favoured number 10 spot, consistently finding the net and setting up chances. Kobbie Mainoo looks revitalized in central midfield. Lisandro Martinez, Harry Maguire, and Casemiro have all flourished within this framework. But if one name sums up the transformation under Carrick, it's Benjamin Šeško. He hasn't even started a single league match yet under the new boss. Still, coming off the bench, he's delivered 3 massive goals that have directly earned 7 additional points. The winner versus Fulham, the late equaliser at West Ham, and now the clutch strike that sealed victory at Everton. In that Everton move, he linked up brilliantly with United's big summer trio. He received from Matheus Cunha, who had switched play diagonally to Bryan Mbeumo. Mbeumo skinned his marker and crossed low. Šeško had burst 70 yards to arrive perfectly timed and slot it home. Clinical, composed, ice cold. That's his 8th goal for the club. Before Amorim's exit, he managed just 2 in 17 appearances. That contrast speaks volumes. Since Carrick took the reins, those 16 points from 18 tell their own story. Much of the early season damage has been repaired. The contrast with Amorim's approach is stark. He tried to mould players rigidly into his system. Carrick has crafted a system around the players available. That's top-level coaching smarts. United now attack with greater purpose and defend with real conviction. They're averaging 16 shots per Premier League game this season, the highest since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement. The midfield and forward line are buzzing. Sesko has netted 6 times in 8 outings during 2026. Bryan Mbeumo boasts 5 goal involvements in 6 matches this calendar year. Matheus Cunha, perhaps the most adaptable attacker in the squad, delivered pivotal moments in triumphs over City, Arsenal and Fulham. Against Everton, he chipped in with 11 defensive actions over 94 minutes. United invested heavily, €240 million, on Mbeumo, Šeško and Cunha. Under Amorim, the pieces looked promising on paper. Under Carrick, they're operating as a cohesive, lethal unit. United fans have always hungered for that direct, front-foot football that defined Ferguson's glory years. Carrick, who lived and breathed that era as a player, is steadily reintroducing it. The numbers back it up. In Carrick's 6 league games so far, versus Amorim's 20 earlier, United are generating almost twice as many direct attacks and 50% more fast breaks per match. They're threading 21 extra passes into the final third every 90 minutes. This isn't gradual improvement, it's a fundamental reset. The rewards are obvious. More high-quality chances, more shots on target, fiercer pressing. They're regaining possession higher up the field, 8.4 high turnovers per game compared to Amorim's 7.2. The pace feels quicker, the purpose is clearer. That old fear factor is creeping back into Old Trafford. Those home victories over City, Fulham and Spurs didn't just deliver points, they reignited hope among the supporters. At the heart of this shift is Bruno Fernandes unleashed. One of Carrick's earliest calls was shifting him from the deeper, more restricted midfield role in Amorim's setup back to his sweet spot as a number 10. Defensive duties have eased, allowing Casemiro and Mainoo to shield the backline. The payoff? 1 goal and 5 assists already under Carrick. Bruno appears liberated, creative, decisive, world-class again in recent outings. Another masterstroke, bringing Kobbie Mainoo back into the 11. 0 starts under Amorim this season, 6 straight under Carrick. It reconnected the senior side to the academy roots and restored calm in the engine room. Mainoo now forms a double pivot with Casemiro, sparking rapid transitions. Carrick's possession principles have elevated him. More central combinations, supported by narrow forward movements and Bruno's positioning. Defensively though, Carrick's imprint is perhaps most profound. He's built a unit that defends collectively. They shift as one, cover for each other, protect spaces intelligently. If one man is beaten, there's immediate support, a second line, a safety net. They sometimes invite the ball into less threatening zones deliberately, then squeeze when danger looms. That calm authority defines this new United. Look at how they contained Erling Haaland in the derby. Space appeared, but someone was always shadowing, never truly isolated. It's reminiscent of intelligent, fluid defending, not relentless high pressing, not deep sitting. When possession is lost, the priority is regaining shape swiftly. They compact centrally, deny midfield access. If a centre-back advances, fine, let them. They're rarely the biggest threat. The block tightens, creative outlets get starved. Patient circulation at the back? United wait, close lanes, force backward passes. Then, as a group, they pounce. It worked brilliantly against Arsenal. Fernandes and Mbeumo ramped up pressure, forcing a Zubimendi error for the opener. A week prior versus City, similar. Rodri pressured into a mistake. Forcing errors from the league's best build-up teams isn't luck, it's elite planning. 3 clean sheets already, but structure needs personnel. Harry Maguire has been reborn, starting every match under Carrick after being sidelined. He's brought authority and organisation. United concede just 1 goal per game on average now, down from 1.5 under Amorim, face fewer shots, and see XG against plummet. Inside the club, Maguire Martinez is seen as a cornerstone. Since 2022, 14 starts together, 11 wins. Complementary styles. Martinez, post-ACL recovery, has been transformative. With him in the 11, 3 clean sheets in 9, Against Spurs, 4 tackles, 2 interceptions, 94% pass accuracy on 109 attempts, 21 final third balls, playmaking from the back. United have lost once in 10 with him fit. Leadership, composure, order restored. And Senna Lamens in goal, game changer. Beyond the eye test, data shines. Excluding own goals, he's conceded 21 from 23.74 xG, preventing nearly 3 goals over expectation. Elite shot stopping. Reflex save on Haaland. Huge fingertip denial at the Emirates. Top corner stop versus Everton. Patterns, not flukes. He's also key with his feet. Long passes solving build-up issues from before. High percentage of accurate long balls. Directness starts with his calm authority, lifting the entire back line. Line by line, Carrick has forged a formidable squad. Defense cohesive, midfield steady, attack deadly. This Manchester United is becoming a real menace. They're battling hard for Champions League football, eyeing 3rd place, and if those above falter, who knows how high they could climb. Because if Michael Carrick has truly become the nightmare the Premier League dreaded, then perhaps, just perhaps, Old Trafford has unearthed a worthy heir to Sir Alex Ferguson's enduring legacy.